have victory. We will rise, we will stand and fight. We are free. We are free. Fight.
From the forges to the fields of gold, from the rivers to the northern cold, our hearts are bound, our flames the same. Haskaria, eternal name.
Let the banners blaze, let the guild bells ring. Every hand and heart to the realm we bring. Through trial, toil, and sacred flame, we rise united, one and the same. This is who we are Haskaria. We hold our liberty, we are free. We have victory, we will rise, we will stand and fight. We are free, we are
Today I want to talk about something foundational. Something that sits at the very center of everything I create, everything I build, and everything I work towards. And that is the simple but important question, what is Haskaria? For many people who first discover the name, it can sound unfamiliar, maybe even unusual. For others who have followed the project for a long time, the word holds meaning built up over years of development, reflection, and deliberate work. But whether you are older to the project or brand new, understanding what Haskaria is requires a clear explanation. Not just a little title or a symbol, but it is an ongoing reality, something that has a past, and a present, and a future. So today, I want to explain Haskaria in a way that is honest, grounded, historical, and clear. No dramatic language, no grandstanding, just a direct explanation of what Haskaria actually is, where it came from, what it looks like, and what its long-term purpose is meant to be. To begin, Haskaria is a micronation. It is a self-declared, developing political and cultural entity that I have been building, shaping, and refining for years. When I say it is a micronation, I'm being literal. It is not a recognized sovereign state. It does not have international standing, and it does not claim to be something it's not. Instead, Haskaria exists in the realm of self-created nations, experimental states, and intentional communities that people build because they have something that they believe in enough to construct it themselves. Sometimes, people think of micronations as jokes, parodies, or one-day projects, and there's plenty of that in the community. But Haskaria isn't one of those. It didn't just appear one night as a random idea, it roots back years. By the time of the recording of this video, almost 10. Back to 2016, in fact. And even earlier in these ideas that shaped it. Over time, it has grown from loose ideas and early concepts into a structured, organized model of what a nation could become. And this is where the second layer of Haskaria comes in, which is that it's not only a micronation, it's a micronation under development. What I mean by that is Haskaria is not a static declaration. It isn't something I simply announced and then left alone. It is something that I actively build. It is a long-term project made of hundreds of ideas, documents, structures, frameworks, and even cultural elements that continue to evolve over time. When I say Haskaria is a micronational project, I mean that it is a micronation in progress. It is a national framework that is being constructed piece by piece, Not because I'm rushing towards a specific deadline, but because the kind of nation Haskaria aims to be requires slow, careful development. Its constitution, its laws, its culture, its symbols, its governance structure, its economics framework, its institutions, all of these are being shaped with intention. In that sense, Haskaria is both a nation and a work of nation building, happening at the same time. It is a living project that changes as it matures, grows as I learn, and solidifies as more of its foundation is completed. So when you hear of me call it a micronation, and you hear me call it a micronational project, I'm talking about the same thing essentially. A nation that exists right now, and a nation that is still being built towards a long-term form. But these two layers alone do not fully explain Haskaria. To understand the full identity of the project, there is a third dimension that matters just as much, and that is the fact that Haskaria is also a civic model. This is one of the most important parts of its identity. And it's something that sometimes gets overlooked if someone only sees the name or catches a brief glimpse of the project on the surface. Haskaria, at its core, is a model of how society could function. It's a demonstration of ideas about meaning, governance, responsibility, cultural renewal, and community. It is an attempt to explore what a more intentional civic structure might look like, and how a nation could be built around principles that promote human dignity, creativity, purpose, and moral grounding. Some people build models of airplanes. Some build models of cities. Haskaria, in many ways, a model of a nation, not in a theoretical sense, but in a practical, structured, lived-out way. It is designed to test ideas, to shape a cultural identity, to explore systems of governance, law, economy, and tradition, and to demonstrate what a community committed to renewal and meaning might look like if its foundations were laid intentionally. One of the guiding ideas behind Haskaria is the concept of renewal. The belief that societies can decline, but they can also be rebuilt. They can be strengthened. They can rediscover the things that make life meaningful, like responsibility, creativity, faith, community, and freedom balanced with order, as well as cultural identity that gives people something to belong to. These ideas form the philosophical backbone of Haskaria, often expressed through the Phoenix ideal. The belief that a people, a culture, or an individual can rise from what was lost and begin again. Now, talking about Haskaria as a micronation, as a project, and as a civic model helps explain what it is, but it doesn't explain why it exists. And that part matters because Haskaria wasn't created out of boredom or a passing fancy. It was created out of a genuine desire to explore what a better system could look like, to create something meaningful in a time where meaning is often hard to find. It was created because I believe people are meant for more than drifting through life without purpose. They are meant for creativity, connection, and contribution. Haskaria provides a structure where those ideals can be explored, articulated, and even organized. Where documents aren't just theoretical, where they are part of a real framework, where traditions aren't just invented for show, but because becoming part of a national identity is so important. Where governance isn't just imagined, but drafted, refined, and eventually implemented only after the first two. And yes, Haskaria also has a future beyond being a micronation. It is designed to eventually grow into a real nation, slowly and responsibly, not through wild claims or unrealistic expectations, but through a patient development, careful planning, and a long-term vision. Its current status as a micronation is a starting point, a first stage, not the end. It is the early form of something meant to mature over decades, not days. That future isn't guaranteed, and I don't pretend that it is. But it is the direction Haskaria is built to move in. You don't build a constitution, a codex of laws, an economic model, a cultural identity, and civic institutions unless you plan to eventually put them into use in a real community. And that is the long-term goal, to create a functioning, real-world nation that began as a micronation and matured into its full form. So when someone asks, what is Haskaria? The true answer is layered. It is a micronation, a self-declared nation with structure and identity. It is a micronational project, a nation under construction being developed piece by piece. It is a civic model, a demonstration of what society could look like if built around meaning, purpose, responsibility, and renewal. These three parts are inseparable. Together, they form the foundation of what Haskaria is today and what it aims to be tomorrow. And that brings us to the present moment. Today, Haskaria exists in its early form, but structured form. It has systems, ideas, and frameworks that continue to grow. It has documents like the Haskaria Codex, or the Haskaria Legal Code. It has the Book of Renewal. It has the Constitution. And all these things lay out its ideological and legal identity. It has traditions, projects, interviews, and cultural development. It has governance structures being drafted and refined. It has the Phoenix Guard concept, the Guildonomic economic model, and a unique cultural and philosophical identity that sets it apart. While Haskaria is not finished and it's not pretending to be, it is real, and it is active. It's moving forward, and it remains grounded, deliberate, and patient, focused on building something that will last. So if you've ever wondered what Haskaria truly is, here is the answer. It is a nation that exists today, a nation that is being built for tomorrow, and a nation that serves as a model of how society can be. Renewed, strengthened, and made meaningful again. It is the beginning of something long-term, something intentional, and something with a clear purpose. That is Haskaria. That is the project, and that is the path forward. Thank you everyone for joining me in this video. Thank you to everyone who has been a part of Haskaria. Thank you to everyone who is going to be part of Haskaria. And thank you to everyone who has worked to make Haskaria better. God bless you. God bless Haskaria. And good night. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to learn more about Haskaria or future developments in the national projects, I invite you to subscribe and follow along. This is only the beginning, and there is so much more to come. Until next time, may the flame guide you.
City lights and summer air, taxi doors and midnight glare, a fleeting smile, a silver hue, Haskarian girl, I see through.